Speaking of doing it till the wheels fall off, did you hear about the Ketamine Queen?
Oh, the one that that killed Matthew Perry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're about to indict these peoples that sold him his drugs or were an integral part of him procuring this ketamine.
Does that mean there's like a whole ketamine court, though?
There is a ketamine jester. That guy's fucking wacky.
Yeah. The Duke of Ketamine.
The Knights of the Round Table of ketamine. Everybody's just all fucked up.
Dude, I would not want to clean those chamber pots.
So what are they doing to these people? They're charging them with, is it manslaughter or murder or having too much of a good, helping him to have a good time?
I would hope, if anything, they're charging them with like tax evasion.
Tax
I
evasion.
love when the government goes after drug dealers just because they didn't declare their drug money.
Their drugs.
Yeah.
How do you live in this big mansion with an income of a McDonald's worker?
Yeah, they don't give a fuck where the money's from as long as you pay up. So yeah, it looks like, what are they charging her with?
Drug. Let's see here. Nope.
Look at him. That's what he looked like.
Oh, at the time.
That could be any of us, guys. I know so many people that look like that. Fuck, are all my friends on ketamine?
Probably.
Bro, that's good for them.
That's why all your friends are comics, though. Probably, right?
No, that's the autism.
She was charged with conspiracy to distribute ketamine, maintaining a drug-involved premises. What? That's a thing? Having a drug house?
What?
They could charge you with having a drug
Wait,
house?
I do a lot of drugs at my house. Is that a drug-involved premises?
Do you have
be.
a lot of people coming over who can't handle their shit?
It's mostly just for me. It's just...
I keep thinking of who's the drug dealer in Pulp Fiction, right?
Marcellus Wallace.
No, the redhead guy eating cereal.
Eric Stoltz.
Eric Stoltz. My friends can handle their high. Sometimes I think everybody's been at that point where you can't handle your fucking high. You took too much.
Yeah.
Took too much. Oh yeah, and they charged his assistant. God, that would suck. I hope he left his assistant a bunch of money, dude. Right? He's all, I'm just gonna fucking OD and then
Leave
you'll be
you a lawyer
charged.
on retainer.
No.
No, fuck no. He's probably got to pay his own way.
Yeah.
Public defender. Those guys are good.
The best of the best. That's
Yeah.
why they do it in the public.
When I had a court date and my lawyer was like a good lawyer, he did it pro bono because he was just a nice guy. And you could tell there's a definite difference because he was like, Your Honor, can I approach the bench? And it was like, I have other court cases. Can I get to the front of the line there? My client, of course, in a sidebar. And then, boom, my case was called next. And I was like, see, that's what. And the public defender, he came in, and then he was like late. And you could tell his clients weren't being serviced properly. And then after that, they called him as a fucking a case against him as a defendant. So, that's a
The defender as a defendant?
Yeah, the public defender was a defendant in the court.
The tables have turned. The shoe was on the other foot.
It's very
Who
awkward.
defends the public defendant? What if it's just like a smaller public defendant came out?
He like opens his
I'll
suit.
defend you. It's a job for me. The criminal justice system works, guys. It's good.
So, I mean, how do you guys feel about people being pursued for, like, if you had a family member, God forbid, and maybe you have had, I had a buddy who died in a drunk driving accident, and I don't know how I felt about people being pursued for his.
I thought that was the laugh button. Sorry. We don't have a laugh button anymore.
And that was the stop buttons there. And that was I was like, I don't know if that people should be charged for misadventure, that you were probably going to do anyway, but I don't know. Rob, how do you feel about
Big charge for misadventure?
Yeah, big charge.
No, I think people should be able to go on misadventures.
Yeah,
I
so
think
if
people
like
should be able to make mistakes.
we're all gooning together and someone has a heart attack,
Yeah, that's not
the other
on
should
you.
be charged with
Yeah.
fucking supplying them.
Oh, if you're like in an orgy and someone comes on cocaine to that orgy and has a heart attack because they're not healthily okay for the orgy, no one else in the orgy should have to suffer. And I think even like take away the orgy. If I'm doing cocaine with someone and like their heart is not okay for cocaine,
Why take away the orgy first?
well, have you seen the people I do cocaine with? Oh, fuck those people. Come on. But like, if any of them died and their heart exploded, like,
Yes.
I don't want to be responsible for that. You know?
Oh, certainly not.
You gotta
yeah.
have someone immediately with an alibi for you for the night.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Now I all of a sudden have to pretend I'm somewhere, which people know I don't go places. I go to cocaine orgies, and that's where I fucking go. I do podcasts and I do cocaine orgies. It's my life.
Alan, what about you? If you had a family member who died from misadventure, would you want the people that had been involved in that misadventure, would you want them to be prosecuted to the full extension of the law?
If money was a factor in that, like, the family couldn't pay for services or something, sure.
Okay.
But if it was not an issue or you didn't have a relationship with them, let the state handle it.
Ah, I got you. Okay. That's definitely.
They're already dead. They don't need to be property of me or something. You don't got to be the ones like why do you need money if fuck it, just let someone else handle it. That's my point.
Yeah, I mean funerals are kind of expensive these days, so maybe that could be a
Throw their body in the ocean. You know? I want to get Viking funeral to Tingley Beach.
Oh, is that a funeral pyre or something?
Yeah, just like put you on a boat and then shoot a flaming arrow into me. Just let me go off in Tingley Beach. Yeah.
That would be cool.
Then Bosque flares up.
Yeah.
What about those body farms where they throw you in a body farm where they kind of watch you to see how the ecosystem reacts along with flies and insects and plants and just how your body
just,
breaks
grows
down.
out of you and
Yeah, and
stuff?
so
That's
that they
cool.
can know more about how the body breaks down. Would you
be down for
okay with
that.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Yeah, I
say,
mean, I'm
right?
not using it anymore. Why not?
What
Science.
What about being sliced into thin slices and be put on display like those?
Oh, Body Worlds?
Yeah,
Body
like
I would
those-
love to do a fucking body. Except for like.
Only if they had your picture there, right, next to it all.
An action shot doing comedy. It was with a mic.
I don't know if I'm cool with people just like mocking me my entire life. You know? Just. Oh.
Weren't some of those bodies in that exhibit like
Prisoners.
questionable? Yeah, the way they got them was real questionable.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, like they did the museum one that traveled around, and that one seemed real, like reputable. But I remember I used to work in a mall food court, and the mall I worked in had a Body Worlds like
I'm
in the
gonna
fucking
say
mall.
that's-
There's no way they were getting those bodies from good places. Like it was an outlet mall.
Walk through with
It's
your
gonna
Panda
be-
Express.
Yeah, it was actually the employees that stopped working at the Panda Express kept popping up at the Body World.
I feel sometimes Panda Express is a bit pricey. Like I get it, you're paying for the
I
franchise.
haven't been to a Panda Express in years. So.
What about
Panda meat's gone up, dude?
really?
They're not fucking.
Wait.
Nah,
They're all gooning.
it's a real problem.
Gooning. It's a new
They're really into the
gooning.
goon culture.
They have to show Pandas videotapes of how to stop gooning, how to start fucking.
To get it right.
Yeah.
No, it's like goon life.